So today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to animate a very simple walk cycle with just 4 frames. So we bring in our 4 frames. This is going to be a neck shape kind of like cartoon. Draw the landscape first, just a simple guideline for us to know where we are coming from and where we're going to. So I'm going to make it follow the grid line. That is our grid line. Let's do it for the whole 4 frames. This is frame 2, frame 3, and frame 4. So we'll go back to frame 1. So we'll draw an egg shape. But what I like to do first is I like to take the shape so I don't mix it, so I don't misplace the shape. Or since it's the general body, that's the main point, the place where everybody's eyes is going to be. This shape, the main body, I don't like to mess with it. So what I do is that I copy it and then I paste it on the next 4 frames, the 4 frames we're going to be using. So I copy here, copy from this copy button here, go to the next frame, and then I paste. But at this place here, we don't just paste it and leave it on the same place where we saw it, because when you walk, when you take a step, for animation there are different poses, and those different poses have their different shapes, their different timelines, or their different heights. To be specific, they all have their different heights to make it look more generic or more realistic. So we're going to take this a little bit up. Same thing for this next frame. For the 3rd frame, we're going to take it up a little bit too, just a little bit above the 2nd frame. And for the 4th frame, we're going to now start bringing it down, because at this point the body is going to be coming back down. It's just a 4 frame simple animation, so there's no need for us to be taking it more than this. To go high for the first 3 frames and to start coming back on the 4th frame. You will see why we don't have to start bringing it down for maybe the 3rd frame. Just watch and follow me. So we'll go back to our pen tool. We'll bring out the ruler. I like to keep this very straight. Then we draw in our left leg. Then we go to the right leg. The right leg won't show because it's from the right. We're seeing it from the left angle. So we're drawing the feet. That is the right foot for the character, and we're drawing the left foot. Then the arms. Yeah, that's nice. Looks okay. So we'll move to the next frame, the 2nd frame. Well, this frame, the leg starts to go up. The right leg will start to go up. This is what some animators, or most animators, call the passing pose, because at this point the legs will pass to the next place. So at this point the leg should be, on the body should be higher, and we've done that already by raising the body higher. Then we move the legs, the starting point of the legs. You can see the first frame where it starts, but here, since the body is already higher, the 2nd frame will then have to be higher. Then the right leg would start from somewhere here, so it's passing the left leg. Sometimes I actually like to give space in between frames so I can clearly see what I'm doing. So, and then we draw the feet to signify a pass. I'll actually draw this like this. Draw the right leg passing the left leg, the feet of the left leg for beginners, you might actually want to use different colors for the different legs so you understand exactly what you are doing. And then we move to the arms. Remember, we are higher now. The body is higher, so the hand will also have to move higher to signify more realism. There might not be need to draw the right arm or the right hand because the body of this character is covering the other side, so you won't really see the other arm. So at this point, we have finished the second frame, and quickly we move to the third frame. Like I said, I like to give space in between, so sometimes I can clearly see what I'm about to do. Frame number 4. This is actually frame number 3. This is the third frame. You can see this is space I gave in between, but here is the third frame for our animation. And most animators actually call this the up pose. The up pose is where the legs become straight. That will be the highest point of the body. You can see here, look at this, look at this, look at this. You can see the body is dropping in frame number 5, which is actually the fourth frame. Remember the space I gave here. Then the fourth frame, this will be the highest point in the animation for the legs. So I'm right about there, almost landing. Take off the ruler, draw in the feet. So you can see I've done the first 3 frames, starting to look like a walk. Then the fourth frame, our last frame. This is right before the legs contact the ground. Yeah, this is right before the legs contact the ground. So we're going to go lower than what we were before. Some people might actually be asking, what of the left leg now? That is where the whole trick of the 4 frames will come into play. At this point, I'll show you a simple trick, very easy one. Also makes this, one of the fastest mediums. Let's clean this excess off. Yeah, one of the fastest mediums for creating a walk cycle. So we'll draw in everything we need to draw, so we can now remove this spacing. So let's see, let's just play this. You can see the left leg moving back, the right leg moving front. So where my trick actually comes to play is here. We'll now go here, go to the frames viewer, copy these frames, we copy them, then we paste them just immediately after first 4 frames. So let's go back to the first frame. Let's draw in the hand of the 4th frame. That's the first 4 frames about this. And if you watch this now, you can see it looks like it's taking steps at this point. But what you can see now is that from the 4th frame, it looks like it's playing back on the first frame. But here is the trick I talked about. Is here we now just play a little bit with our animation and just make it quick. This is what makes this method easier and quicker. Because at this point, all we just need to do is draw this foot or this leg in. And when we draw that in, we take our eraser or rubber, as some people call it, and we clean all these places. We clean the right leg, we have cleaned the right leg, and we have put in the left leg to signify where it was. We cleaned this off. You can see it. We moved the left leg to the right leg. That's all we did. So we'll go here and we'll do the same thing from here. We'll just continue from this place. So we've done the legs, just the arms. The same thing we did for the legs as the same thing we're going to do for the arms. Starting from the fifth frame, all we do now is switch them. Take this one in, we'll draw it from here. Let's take it from here right about here, then just cut it about this point. Let me clean this off, it's extra at this point. I'll clean this whole one off. So we'll clean this one off. We'll clean the left hand off. So yeah, that's it. That is simple, very easy walk cycle with just 4 frames. All we do is we just switch everything. So you can see your very easy 4-framed walking cycle for animation. Simple, fast, and effective. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and subscribe.